What's up, everybody? This is Marcy with the 101 Boxing Podcast. You already know I got my boy Reef with me. Our goal is still to provide y'all with the best boxing content out, breakdowns, predictions, in-depth analysis, breaking news, and anything boxing. Before we get started, Reef, how you feeling, brother?
I'm ready to get into it tonight, man.
Let's get into it. We'll be recapping the Raymond Muratalla, Andy Cruz card, covering Israil Madrimov and Luis Salazar. Jesse Hart and Khalil had a controversial finish. We're going to be getting into that. And then we'll be covering the closely finished Andy Cruz and Raymond Muratalla. Before we cover the bulk of the shit, I do want to give a shout out to Zaquin Moses and Amari Jones on their wins today. They both look really good. Their opponents showed a lot of heart too. I like what I've seen out of all of them. So I shout out to the young guys.
Shout out to both of them guys, man. They both did their thing tonight. I'm ready to see more from Z Quinn and Jones.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's start it off. Israil Madrimov. He won. He beat Luis Salazar. Wasn't the greatest of fights, aesthetically pleasing, but Madrimov got the win. They were talking on the broadcast that he was sick and he had to get surgeries and all this stuff. He looked great in the 10th round. That's how I expected him to look the entire fight. But other than that, I didn't really see nothing.
Yeah, it was kind of boring at first. He did turn up in the like you said, in the 10th round. But shout out to Salazar, man. He did way better than I expected. Like we said on the last pod, we couldn't really find too much from him. Even the commentators, they agreed too. They couldn't really find too much of him on YouTube or whatever. But he definitely went in there. He would not go down. I mean, he stayed in the middle of the ring. Towards the end, you could tell he looked at a little drained. Madrimov took advantage of it at the end. But like you said, I was expecting to see more from Madrimov. But with all the surgeries and the lung issues he had, he did okay for me.
Yeah, I agree. But let's get to the real issues here. Jesse Hart was robbed against Khalil. I'm gonna turn it over to you, and then I'll go from there.
I mean, I just honestly feel like Cole didn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? He came in overweight, then you body slammed him, and then you just wasn't active enough. You didn't throw enough punches. Like he did catch him with a few good clean shots. How the way Jesse looked in there, Jesse looked very drained, very gassed in the earlier rounds as well. Khalil Cole just didn't take advantage of that, and I don't feel like he pulled enough to edge it off. I think the 11th and 12th round, he barely threw any punches. So I would at least like to see a draw, but for the lose for Jesse Hart, I know it got to be upsetting because he definitely went in there. I believe he could have did better too. Also, too, it was a lot of holding, so they got a point taken away from him. But besides all that, I think Jesse did enough to edge it off. If not win it, at least a draw. Khalil Cole didn't really show me nothing, and I'm not excited to see Khalil Cole moving forward.
Yeah, so it's honestly, to me, it's really simple. Before I even get into how I scored it, Khalil slammed Jesse Hart, like slammed the shit out of him. Like it wasn't even like, usually with the little slamming, they'll give him a warning. He slammed the shit out of him. They take a point. Jesse is doing excessive holding. They take a point, so it cancels out. Jesse won the first 4 rounds, clear as day to me. Khalil won the next 4 rounds, clear as day to me. Jesse caught his second win because Jesse was drained as hell for them next 4 rounds from 4 to 8. He was drained as hell. It looked like he was about to go out.
Yeah.
Then he caught his second win the last 2 rounds and won the last 2 rounds clear as day to me. If you said it was a draw, I would have gave you the draw because it wasn't the most attractive fight to watch. There was a lot of holding. It was getting a little dirty. They both were a little sloppy. Cole wasn't letting his hands go. Jesse looked a little sloppy at times. So if you told me it was a draw, I wouldn't be mad. But to give Khalil Cole the fight was crazy. And then the 98-92 was that was disrespectful. That was horrible.
Yeah.
So I think Jesse got robbed. I'm not gonna lie. That was really bad.
I mean, I definitely feel like he got robbed too. And they're just like, I'm tired of seeing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of just watching these fights and just seeing crazy scorecards. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, even if it was a draw, okay. But I think Jesse did enough to edge it off. And it's just another sad night in boxing, man. Just another sad night, man.
For sure. Shout out to Greg Hackett. Shout out to Coach Rell. I think they both intended to put great game plans together. You've seen them in the corner.
Yeah.
They attended, but shout out to those guys. Moving on, we have Andy Cruz and Raymond Muratalla. They ended up giving Raymond Muratalla the split decision. I had it a draw. I would have been okay with a draw. I would have been okay either way. It was such a close fight. Every round was like a swing round. But even that fight, they had it. One judge had it 118-110. Like that was crazy. Like, was that the same one that had the one with Jesse and them? I don't know.
Pretty sure.
That was crazy. He needs to be out of a job. But this was a great fight. Honestly, I would love to see it again. Andy brought the speed that we thought he was coming with. Raymond Muratalla brought the power we thought he was coming with. Raymond Muratalla brought the pressure. And then there was even one moment in the fight where Bozy told Andy, he said, yo, he can't fight off his back foot. Put him on his back foot. Andy came out, took it straight to him. He won that round. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was a great fight. I want to see that again.
No, for sure. That definitely was a great fight. Honestly, you could say, like you said, it was super close. It was super close. I just think, in my opinion, I may have to disagree with you on a draw. I feel like Muratalla did enough at the end to edge it off. I just feel like at the end, Muratalla separated herself in the 11th and 12th round, and I think that was enough to pull it off. But other than that, this was a super close fight. I like the fight, like I said before. I think it was a 50-50 fight. I would definitely like to see the rematch, but if we do get the rematch, I just feel like Anthony just need to let his hands go just a little more and just be a little more accurate and try to separate the distance. Like I said, it was a close fight the whole fight, but towards the end, I believe Muratalla did enough to edge it off just to get the win.
Yeah, like I said, I can't even be mad at that because everything was just so close. Like, even if you wanted to give some of them early rounds to one or the other, like it could have went either way, but
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at Muratalla winning either. That was a toss up.
But so we see Muratalla say he want the winner out of Shakur and Tio. Would you like that, or would you like the rematch first with Andy? I feel like I won't be mad at either or. Like I said, he did do enough to pull it off to beat Andy, but I wouldn't be mad at the rematch. How you feel about that? Would you like him to do the rematch, or would you like him for the one that Shakur Tio?
I'm not mad at either or, but I'm gonna give you a case for both because Shakur got a belt at 135, so they can unify. But that a rematch with Andy would be great too. So I'm not mad at both. I'm not
Yeah,
mad at either or. I mean, and
yeah,
I think Andy Cruz showed like he was in great shape. Like they really trained and got ready for this fight because that was his first 12-round fight. He's never been in a
yeah,
12-round fight before.
yeah.
So I thought I thought he looked good in that aspect as well.
No, for sure. He definitely looked good. I definitely want to see Andy back. I definitely want to see more Italia. But like I said, I think Italia just did just a little, just a little bit at the end to separate the distance to give him the clear win.
Yeah, I can't be mad at it. But I think that's all we got for tonight. Great card, a little bit of disappointment. Great card nonetheless. Next week we'll be covering Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson card. We'll be breaking that down. Tune into that and take us out of here, brother.
All right, one boxing fam, that's all we got for y'all tonight. If you like this episode, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, 1 of 1.
1 of 1.